Hey everyone, welcome back to the Brummett Media Group channel here on YouTube. It's great to have you here. I really appreciate your patronage, and please do, thumbs up, subscribe, come join us on our blog, all of that fun stuff. I know you want to. Today we're going to be continuing our conversation about making the best use of your media efforts. So you've had a published uh, interview, let's say it's from a podcast, and we've talked about how to manage that media event once it's published and just before it's published and just after it's published. And then we did another one where we talked about the media page and how to utilize your media page and reuse and regurgitate that same content over and over and over in a variety of different ways, and how it builds relationships with others. Now we're going to show you how to reuse and repurpose that very same media event that you've already had published and used in all these other ways. It's super important to create that action plan that is going to continue to drive traffic to that media appearance over a long period of time, years after it's been published. We want to make sure we have the greatest return of investment of our time, our efforts, and our networking and relationship building endeavors. I would use the media interview to create maybe a series of new articles. And I'm going to use those articles maybe as a freelancer. I might try to get paid for them. I might use them as promotional articles or free filler content for bloggers and people who run smaller newsletters and smaller e-zines who are looking for free filler quality content, but that content then is going to contain a link back to the original interview, driving more traffic to that interview. That article will also have my byline, which has my personal links as well that they can follow up on, and will help promote my work and improve my name recognition out there. So I've created a series of articles out of a media event that has already happened. Maybe in the interview, the host asked a really good question. So maybe I'm going to quote that question and I'll create a post on the blog or some social networking sites or groups, and pointing again back to that interview with that link. There might be several quotable sections within that interview. I'm going to paste those particular types of posts out by several months apart to avoid oversaturation of my audience. I'm going to use that media event so I can watch it multiple times with a critic's eye. So I'm going to be critiquing my interactions with the host, questions the host asked, how I might improve how I look, or the way I speak, or avoid moving around too much, or anything that I can see where I can make improvements for future appearances. This is what I want to do. I'm also going to be looking for any comments. So every once in a while, I'm going to go back every 3, 6, 7 months, every year or two. I'm going to go back to previously published events, and I'm going to check for any comments that have appeared there, any feedback, any interesting thing that I may need to respond to. I'm going to, while I'm watching, I'm going to share it on social networking sites, something along the lines of, hey, I'm going through some of our previous media appearances, and I'm currently watching this one. Come join me, that kind of thing. If that particular media event falls within the genre of the business of writing or writing advice, then I can then include it in as a resource in one of the Just for Writers monthly blog series. So I have this monthly blog series called Just for Writers. Comes out around the 15th of every month. It offers resources and quotes and advice and tips and all kinds of marketing opportunities and lots of things for writers to help them in their career. And it goes again once a month around the 15th of the month. So I'll make sure that before I delete any marketing event, any media event off of my media page, again, I'm keeping my media page down to about 70 or 100. linkable media appearances. So that means I'm editing that. So before I take them off that page, I'm going to make sure that I've done all of these activities that we've talked about in these 3 videos regarding managing your media event. The very last thing, again, I'm going to take a look at is, will it fit in with our Just for Writers monthly blog post series? If so, it's going to get included. Now that blog post series is like, I'm writing almost a year in advance now of those Just for Writer monthly blog posts. And occasionally I'll go in and enrich one of the blog posts that seems, or one of the blog posts that I've scheduled in that maybe seems a little lacking, but typically I'm writing the next one. So it's quite some time away from the time when it was originally published that I'm one more time giving it another push through the Just for Writers blog post. So those are the ways, the various ways that a person can reuse and repurpose the published interview that you had on a podcast or a blog or something like that. These are some of the ways that you can reuse that content, getting greater return on your investment of time and energy and resources. Also, whenever you're resharing, try to tag the person, the host or the podcast or, the magazine that had you on their show, so that they are aware of your marketing opportunities. That's always a good thing as well. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for dropping into the Bremont Media YouTube channel. And of course, you want to subscribe to this channel. It's a great channel. Talk to you later.